This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Patrick Samples wants to know, who have you been in awe of, both in and out of the ring, past or present? If it's not necessarily a performer, Arn, maybe it's a celebrity. You've told us Gene Hackman stories and Mike Tyson stories. Do you ever meet somebody and think, God damn, this is really insert name here?
Wow. I'd have to think about that one for a while.
Did you meet Michael Jordan? I know you met Muhammad Ali, right?
Yep. Bingo. Muhammad Ali. I did meet Michael Jordan. It was just for a moment and shook his hand, and it was not lost on me who and what he is. He's, if you took all the athletes throughout history and all those that will come along in the next 50 years and put them in a bowl, he's going to be the one sitting on top of them, sucking on a sucker.
And Muhammad Ali, he was obviously closer to your generation than mine, but you still grew up watching him on TV. And I mean, he was a larger than life sports figure. It was, the world stood still when he fought back in the day, right?
He was the greatest showman probably of all time, because he then, you could say, Rick is a great showman too, and he was, but now Muhammad Ali, after all the show ended, he had to go in there and slug it out with some killers. George Foreman, Joe Frazier, all the guys you could run down the list, man. There were some heavy hitters that Muhammad Ali had to fight. Sonny Liston on down. And he had to go out and produce. For all that rhetoric to matter, he had to go produce. And the time, I have another picture upstairs that is in my trophy room, and there's a little story that goes with this. He was in Detroit, and he was doing a show for WCW, making an appearance. I think it was what had to have been a pay-per-view or Clash of the Champions or something, and there was some people in line, maybe seven, 8, 9, maybe 10 people ahead of me. And I just popped in and, I looked at him, and he just had his head down, and he was just signing, and he was being cordial and speaking to everybody. And one or two of those 10 people, got their picture taken with him and the whole deal, and moved on. And about the third person went to sit down, and he looked up, and he saw that I was standing in line, and I had a pen and the whole deal. Well, come to find out, he knew who I was, which blew me away. And he looked back at me and just motioned, come on up. And I hated to jump line, but when he's motioning, come on up, you come on up.
Right.
And he came up, came out of his chair, shook my hand. And I was fixing to say, thanks for being here, champ, and all that. And he said, how you doing, champ? To me. And I about fell down. My legs got weak. And I just said, I just wanted to get a picture with you. It meant a lot to me. And he said, you betcha, man. And we got a picture together. And he signed something for my boys, and it was one of those frozen in time moments, because I realized who he was, what he meant to sports, and what he meant to the world, as far as that goes, as far as being a spokesman for all the right things. And that's one of my keepsakes that I have that's very important to me, and that was probably one of those moments.
It's pretty cool too, that he is this, larger than life figure and major influencer on American history and culture. And he knew who you were. How cool is that?
Yeah. And I would, I go back to that deal, a lot of athletes are fans of each other, and apparently he watched wrestling.
It's remarkable.
It's very flattering to know so.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money, it's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.